The first time he heard it, it sounded like someone he trusted. It was standing just outside the trees, calling his name. And that's how it begins. Some stories don't end. They wait. And sometimes they're still watching. Let me tell you what happened. No one ever described the Garkain the same way. That's how the elders knew it was real. Some said it was a spirit. Others said it was a shadow that learned how to sound like a person. Most said nothing at all, because saying its name out loud was considered an invitation. But everyone agreed on one thing. It only comes for children who wander. The first time the story was told to him, he was young. They were camping near a dry riverbed, the kind that looks harmless until night falls and the wind starts moving through it like a breath through ribs. An old woman from a nearby community watched them set up their tents. She didn't smile, didn't tell stories. She only pointed toward the bush and said to the adults, "Don't let the children follow voices." That was it. No explanation. That night, the adults laughed it off. They always do. He woke sometime before dawn. The fire had burned down to red eyes in the dirt. The air felt stretched, thin, like the world was holding still so it could listen. Then he heard it. His name. Not shouted, not whispered. Spoken the way someone talks when they think you're just out of reach. "Come here." It came from the trees. He sat up, confused, not scared. That's the part people don't understand. The voice didn't feel wrong. It felt familiar, gentle, patient, like it had all the time in the world. He started to move before something stopped him. Someone else was awake, eyes open, rigid, not looking at him, but past him, toward the bush. "Don't answer. It doesn't like that." The voice came again, closer this time. "You're not in trouble." For a moment, he wondered why he would be. That's how the Garkain works. It doesn't threaten. It doesn't chase. It doesn't frighten. It convinces. Stories say the Garkain waits near the edges, where camps thin out, where fences stop, where the bush starts pretending it's empty. It listens. It learns voices. Mothers, fathers, grandparents, siblings. Sometimes it doesn't sound like anyone you know. Sometimes it sounds like you. Children who follow it don't scream. They don't run. They just go. There are stories told quietly in remote places about children who wandered only a short distance from home, about camps searched in widening circles, about land that offered no tracks, no disturbance, no explanation. Sometimes something small is found where the bush begins, something left behind, placed carefully. Locals don't call it evidence, they call it a boundary. When the sun comes up, everything looked normal again. Wind moved the way it was supposed to. The adults packed up camp like nothing had happened, except the old woman. She knelt by the fire pit, staring into ash that had already gone cold. "It came close," she said. No one asked what it was. The Garkain doesn't always take a child the first time. Sometimes it just lets them hear it. That's how it marks them. Children who have heard it are said to wander more, drift farther from home, pause when they hear their name in empty places, as if listening for something they can't quite remember. He doesn't camp near riverbeds anymore. He doesn't answer when someone calls his name unless he can see them. But sometimes, late at night, when the world feels thin, he hears it again. Not a stranger's voice, not someone else's, his own, from just beyond the fence line, from the dark where the yard stops pretending it's safe, patient, familiar, still waiting to see if he'll follow. I'll see you next time. Try to get some sleep.